Shalom, shalom. Call halal Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI BAHASHAM Haraka Kodesh Brakatah Yahawah Brakatah YAHAWAHSHI Brakatham to all the Akim out there keeping His word truth in all sincerity, and to all the Aqua out there keeping His word truth in all sincerity, teaching the downfall of Esau, the 2/3 of the heathens in his wicked queendom. Today I just wanted to go over something because I fell. And, like the last couple of days I've been like, you start getting in that mode where you're falling a little bit. And, you don't want to be falling, like you fighting it with your spirit not to be falling because, becoming friends with the world is enmity to the Most High. And you don't want to fall. And even if you fall, it does say a righteous man falls down 7 times, 6 times, and he gets up 7. But we want to not continue falling. So I had to think about it like this. I was just sitting here and I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I don't want to keep falling. I want to be 144,000, I don't want to make no mistakes because we all got our demons and things that are messing with us. And, we fighting stuff. And, there's things that, I fight and think about and I'll be like, nah, fuck that, like on stuff like, I ain't going back there, you know what I mean? So we fighting. 2/3 they won't even try to fight. But here's the thing, if you think about it like this, we are athletes. If you're a Judite, Benjamite, whatever, not whatever, but if you're a Judite, Benjamite, Simeonite, Reubenite, Gadite, Levite, Asherite, and so on, a Zebulonite, Issacharite, and so on. There's more Salakia, but we all good at stuff. We all play sports. And, like, when we being separate, that's like getting coaching from the coach. Like, I fought professionally for a while, 3 different sports. And, there's nothing like one-on-one with the coach. When the coach pulls you out the class and you're like, dang, why is he separating me? You might think like, dang, I messed up or I suck or something. But he might see some potential in you, and that's why he separated you, because he thinks you're going to be better than everybody else. Or not that you're going to be better, but he sees some potential that, in you that, he sees you as you can either coach or fight or, do whatever your lot is, He sees something in you. And, I was thinking right now, I'm like, I want to be 144,000. I don't want to make no mistakes. And I was like thinking like, man, as a professional fighter, it was hard for me to get some fights sometimes because everybody always played favors and you got guys in UFC and a lot of guys in there you might beat up or you spar with them and they ain't that great, and it's like boxing, same thing. You're like, who you fighting? These guys is fighting like sandbags and stuff. But they getting favors, because they coach knows somebody and knows somebody. But to become the 144,000, this is a one-on-one, you know what I mean? Like, there nobody could pull strings for everybody else. There can't be no favors. You got a better chance of making a 144,000 than you do making a UFC. And the reason why is, they gonna pick you because they like you, or pick you because you look handsome, or pick you because, you got a great physique. That ain't how it doesn't matter what you did or not, they gonna hide some stuff and try to make you look great. But that ain't how YAHAWAHSHI YAHAWAHSHI gonna do it. You could be fake to make it in the UFC and, so-called make it, fake it till you make it. But that makes sense though too, because like I've been telling you guys, like YAHAWAHSHI YAHAWAHSHI said, you only need a mustard seed of faith to move a mountain. As a man thinketh, so shall he be. So you fake it till you make it. A lot of guys get in there, they don't know if they're gonna make it, and they end up becoming a better star than what they thought they were gonna be in the UFC. Now, as far as making it to the 144,000, it's one-on-one. You can't have a coach to tell you, hey, I'm gonna get you into the 144,000. Nah, you actually have you one-on-one against everybody else. So the better man's gonna make it. You know what I mean? It ain't just about being better, like, oh, I did everything you asked. You know, I lifted the dead, you know, did all, you know, just like that one Akim did it, said to YAHAWAHSHI, oh, I lift the dead, didn't I do everything you asked? Or to YAHAWAHSHI, didn't I lift the dead, didn't I, you know, but he didn't have faith. You know what I mean? He forgets the part about being saved by faith. But you got a better chance of making it into the 144,000 than you do in the UFC. So you could train as hard as you want. Because you know why? They can't fake it with YAHAWAHSHI. They can't have somebody go and talk for them. You know, you guys all training next to each other. We all training on the streets or speaking the word next to each other. You know, we all fall down. You know, even, you know, all athletes fall. All athletes make a mistake. You know you ain't supposed to have that slice of pizza and you supposed to be dieting and you eat it. We all make mistakes, you know what I mean? Like, you got to work harder to, you know, just like any athlete, you know, like, dang, I got to get them calories back off. It's like I got to get these sins that I messed up off me, you know. We slip up. We got to get it off. But the thing about it is, there's nobody else. We ain't got a management team. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have a manager. That was the hard part about me getting fights. People had managers, you know what I mean? Oh, we like this dude. We ain't got no managers, you know what I mean? So this is the best part. So I'm used to not having a manager. None of y'all ain't got no managers. This is the best part, is one-on-one. When he separates us, that's good. Just like the one Akim Mountain, GMS Mountain, Slovakia, whatever, 144,000. I can't remember what his page is or his YouTube is, but he said something like even John the Revelator was separate. Yoda was separate. You know, and if you think about it, everybody was separate in the Bible. YAHAWAHSHI, Moses, Noah, anybody great was separate at some time. You know what I mean? At some time had to separate. You get your one-on-one training with YAHAWAHSHI. And then whether or not you're going to continue on that training is whether or not you're going to make it to the 144,000. If he separated you, that means you got the potential to make it. He chose you. That means you have the potential. You got the potential. Yeah, we fall down, but are you going to get up? Are you going to keep striding? Because there's a lot of people that fall down in sports and be like, man, fuck it, I give up. You know, I quit fighting. But I quit fighting for other reasons. Not that I couldn't make it. I just quit fighting for other reasons. Not I was sick or nothing. It was actually, to be honest, I quit fighting because it was YAHAWAHSHI. He wanted to separate me because I was walking around the desert reading the Bible, running, you know, having dreams, and I was having dreams about chariots and talking to like black sparkly people, and they was telling me I need to do certain things, and this is before I even knew what an Israelite was. And I mean, I'm talking about chariots coming down, and I'm talking to these people in my dream, and the world's on fire, stuff falling from the sky, people's faces melting, like all kinds of stuff. So, you know, one day I just lost it, you know, and that was part of one of my dreams. Like, that was really part of one of my dreams, and it was like I wouldn't be part of a gym again. It was just like, you know, and everything in this dream that I'm gonna let you know, everything that I had in this dream from when I spoke with them, I thought they was aliens back in the day. I'm telling you, because everybody was running to the lights, and I was trying to figure out. I didn't know what it was weird, man. Everything was on fire. That's all I knew. Everything was on fucking fire. And they told me, they was like, I couldn't go. Not that I was in trouble. They was like, I just had to stay here and help save people. But told me I had to find 5 people just like myself and help save people. And it was funny because there was people in this dream that I had that I don't even know if I met at that time. But man, if I told you the dream, you probably flipped out, because the dream matches up with everything that has happened in my life so far. The only thing that I'm waiting for right now, I done found the 5 people that's just like me. It took me years, man. This dream I had in 2010. It took me all the way to 2018 to find the 5 people that was just like me. So it ain't, well, it was either 2017. I believe it's 2017. It might have been the ending of 2017. You know, yeah, like 2017, we in 2019. It might have been 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. But, man, it took me like 7 years. to find, like literally 7 years since having that dream, to find the 5 people just like me. But everything else in the dream has happened as well, except for the fire coming down from the sky. That's the UFOs, which I know are chariots now. Because I didn't even know, man. I didn't even, you know how many times I didn't read the Bible? I didn't even know that there was chariots in the Bible. I didn't know it was you, man. Man, I told people about this dream. I had grown men crying. They was just like, what? They was bawling. You know what I mean? But that I kind of got off of what I was trying to say. But yeah, like, we on a mission, and we have a chance to be 144,000. Why would you not want to be 144,000? If you even, people might be like, oh, I'll just be a 1/3. Nigga, you want to be sitting on the bench while you could be playing? That's what I'm saying. Like, you got a chance to prove yourself. There ain't nobody else gonna be like, oh yeah, he good, this and that, and this is your chance. YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI is watching everything. Man, Drake could be next to you like, yo, I'm Drake, I did this, whoop de whoop, but he's gonna be like, nah, fuck you. And he's gonna look at you and be like, you know what? I seen you out there doing that work, you know, you was signing, and then boom, you're an all-star player. That's it, you're 144,000. It's not an easy thing, but it's like, we would give everything up to get some pussy from a woman. And I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? I gave everything up to be a fighter. Like, just focus, you know, I gave up drinking, everything. But it's like, when it comes to YAHAWAHSHI, it seems like it's harder. It is probably because we don't see the results right away. Not that the results ain't there. And not that we don't get, actually, man, the results be right away sometimes. But how can I say this? It's just because it's like we waiting. It's like our faith get tested. Like, we got faith, but then sometimes it get tested, and that go back to that mustard seed. You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna slip up, or do we have enough faith that if we just hold on, we gonna make it? You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, do we just have enough faith that the car gonna come around the corner, even though it's 10 minutes late, and we still gonna make it on time for the movie type thing? You know what I mean? Like, that this girl said she gonna pick us up. I'm trying to figure out how to explain what I'm saying. It's like when you want something, do we want it bad enough? That's what I'm trying to say. Even though the Bible says, thou shalt not want, you should want. Because it probably means that more in a way, thou shalt not want Esau's way. Thou shalt not want that. You know what I mean? But we should want YAHAWAHSHI. Because, you know, sometimes, you know, they teach us this stuff and it throws us off. You know what I mean? They say, oh, you shouldn't want. But we should want YAHAWAHSHI. We should want the kingdom. We should want to be 144,000. We should want to be having multiple wives. We should want the gold. We should want to live with YAHAWAHSHI. Even though it says thou shalt not want, we should be humble. Yeah, but at the same time, you can still be humble and still want that. You can let that burn inside you. Because when they say thou shalt not want, that kind of puts us like they're throwing water on our fire. You know what I mean? Like, they're throwing water, so it's like we want it, but then it's like, we can't want it, you know, so we gotta just be humble. And, you know, we should want it. We shouldn't want all the wicked stuff, but we should want YAHAWAHSHI. We should want the kingdom. We should want. There are wants we should want. And those are some wants. We should want those. You know what I mean? Like, there's a left-hand side and right-hand side to everything. And Esau done fucked us up. You know, they didn't told us, oh, we shouldn't want. Oh, we shouldn't. They were like, oh, we shouldn't want, but we should pay tithes. Why are we giving money? You get what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense. We should want to be 144,000. We should want not to sin. We should want it. We have, in order to believe in something, you gotta want it. You know what I mean? You gotta, in order to believe something is there, you gotta exist, you gotta want it. Like, you don't see a finish line when you running. You running a mile, you don't see the finish line. You gotta want to get there. If you don't want to get there, you just gonna stop. You gotta have some type of passion to want to get there. You gotta have some type of passion to want to be with YAHAWAHSHI. There gotta be something there for you to want to get there. And it can't be just like, oh, I want to get there because of gold. Because then what about YAHAWAHSHI? You got to want to get there and be like, I want to get there because whatever your goal is. Like, I want to get there. Like me, I want to go get there just so I can walk around and ask him questions. I want to get there because I want to ask my father questions. Like, you got to have like a want. Like, why do I want it? Something's got to make you give you a drive. Because if you don't got no drive, you got to have drive. If you don't got no drive, then, you know, there's got to be a drive in you. You got to have a drive to want it. Because how can you go through all this torment and everything else, dealing with everybody else, and not have a drive? Because that means you would be weak, effeminate. You got to have a drive. You got to want YAHAWAHSHI. Even though they say we shouldn't want, you got to want it. You can't want the negative and the evil. You can't want, like, the stuff that's material. But to want the Father, you got to want him. You got to. See, that's where they try to confuse us with the 2 and 2, the left and the right. Oh, you shouldn't want. No, I want YAHAWAHSHI. You got to want it. You want that pussy from that girl, and you do anything you want, anything you can to get it. You buy, man, you spend your last dollar to get it. What can you give? What would you do to get YAHAWAHSHI? That's what I'm saying. That's what's going to help us keep from falling. It's like, what will I do to get to this kingdom? What will I do? What can I do? That's it. That's how we're going to get to this kingdom. That's how it's going to help us not continue to fall. We got to have a passion to not fall to get this kingdom. Because even if you just like, oh, Isaiah 4:1, these women, and then all you see is these wicked women all day, eventually you're going to lose faith. Well, not lose faith, but eventually you're going to get deterred. You got to want something more than just a pussy. You got to want something more. You got to want YAHAWAHSHI. You have to. You got to want him. You got to. There's something about him that you got to want. You got to want him in order to be able to hold on. Because when you want to live and you hanging on the edge of a cliff, you got to want to live. If you don't want to live that bad, you going to let go. You got to be willing to break and strain every finger in your fucking hand just to save your life. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to want it. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying because I fall. That's why I'm telling you, I fall. I fall sometimes. I fall. And I get distracted in these people. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I say. We got demons everywhere. They be trying to be like, hey, come have a beer after work. Hey, come do this. It's a distraction. You gotta want him more than anything else. Even though it says to be smart as a serpent, you know, soft as a dove, you know, we gotta figure out how to just want YAHAWAHSHI more. And I know some of the Akim say, you know, sometimes you gotta use the word, the world. But I mean, I ain't trying to be friends with the world, because being friends with the world is enmity with the Most High. Fuck the enmity, man. I ain't trying to have that, man. I ain't trying to have... Man, you talking about... Niggas be scared of gang members. Niggas be scared of bitches. But I'm talking about... You gotta worry about YAHAWAHSHI. It's like going against... Who the head boss? It's like Lex Luthor watching you like... You doing something in front of Lex Luthor when he could just have your head. But we talking about YAHAWAHSHI, but he way higher than Lex Luthor. But you get what I'm saying? It's like he's sitting there. He a big boss, and he can see everything. He got angels all around us. And every time we fuck up, I think every time we fuck up, man, I was thinking about this today. Man, I was thinking about at work. I was like, man, every time I think I fuck up, I bet you my angels be like, man, I want to whoop this nigga's ass. Man, he fucking up. I just want to whoop this nigga's ass real quick to get him straight. I be thinking that they be like that, because sometimes I be like that. I be wanting to whoop somebody's ass. So I can imagine the angels around me want to whoop my ass when I'm fucking up. Just to be like, man, sometimes they be like, man, I'm proud of you. But then sometimes I be like, man, I guarantee you they be like, man, I want to fuck this nigga up, bro. Like, this nigga fucking up. Like, we right there. We done gone through this for so long. Guarding him, protecting him, you know, doing all this stuff for YAHAWAHSHI inside, and this nigga just fucking up. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if that make any sense to anybody else, like, I'm just saying, we gotta want it. Man, he got angels around us that's willing to protect us. I mean, he got angels around us willing to protect us. He said, you'll see trouble within 6 times, but in the 7th time won't no evil touch you. Man, you know how many of us ain't been touched? Our angels sitting there banging. This is and not even that. It's just a physical war, man. This is a spiritual war. I'm talking about a spiritual war, man. Like, everything you do is against you. You eat, it's against you. You drink, it's against you. You pee, it's fucking against you. You take a shit, it's against you. There's just all kinds of shit trying to fuck you up to keep you off path. Anybody you talk to is a fucking agent. Everything's a fucking against you. There has to be a want. You gotta want the fucking kingdom. You gotta want YAHAWAHSHI. You gotta want it. It has to be a want. There has to be a want so bad that it keep you from falling. Just like when I was getting ready for a fight, I'd be like, man, girls would come. And I'd be like, you know, sometimes I slip up and I'd be fucking, but I wouldn't nut. You know what I mean? I'd be like, nah, I can't nut. You know, I'd jump off like, nah, I can't. I shouldn't even been doing that shit. But you get what I'm saying. We gotta find a way to be stronger where we ain't even slipping up just a little bit, because we like right there, man. We like right there, we like right there. And there gotta be a want. You gotta want it. You gotta want, it's like getting that championship belt. You gotta want that crown. You gotta want it. That's all I got. That's all I gotta say. You just gotta want it. Shalom, YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI, Barakatah, YAHAWAHSHI, Barakatham.